Yor Forger is the female lead in the biggest anime this season, Spy Family. But behind the blades, the bombs, and the boobs, Yor's hiding a dark secret that no one outside of this video seems to be talking about. Let's set the stage. It's April 2022. You're hot off the trail from some of the most hyped anime ever made. Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, My Dress Up Darling. You're in that melancholic headspace where you're thinking, holy f***, how is anything gonna be able to top this? Fast forward a week. Shield Hero sucks, you don't follow Komi-san, but Kaguya is kinda cool, I guess. What's this? An anime you've never heard of? Rounding the corner? It's climbing pretty fast. What's it called? Spy X Family.
Sounds lame. Pass.
1 month later, and that lame anime has now dethroned every single one of its competitors that season to come out on top as the king of anime spring 2022. With a larger fanbase than Kaguya and a higher mal score than any other show that season. Hang on a second. Oh. You decide to check it out. Yeah, seems about right. Spy Family is an action comedy with a twist. You've got your main guy Lloyd, who's the world's greatest spy, tasked with the Herculean mission of stopping the Cold War from going hot. Only this time, instead of going on Bond-style missions and clowning on bad guys, he has to infiltrate the world's most prestigious elementary school for reasons. So he adopts a kid. Anya, this little pink-haired telepathic munchkin, is said kid, and together they adopt a mom to complete their Spy X family. Little do they know that Yor, the woman they've just agreed to let into their homes and live with, is in fact the world's finest assassin and kills people for a living. No, not that one. Naturally, comedy ensues, and the magnetic interplay between the triumphant trio gets big.
Suspension of disbelief is the name of the game today. Not only because
at least one of the top 3 anime of 2020.
Just the basic concept is an absolute goldmine and emotionally detached.
Spy Family got so big that it single-handedly saved its mangaka's rocky career overnight. It got so big that it rose to the rank of second best anime of all time in just 4 episodes. Spy Fam got so big that it even got its own official website. Huh. But we're not here to talk about any of that. What we're here to talk about is something way more sinister. Something Yor Forger is hiding from us that she doesn't want anyone finding out about. Yet, it's something you can see as clear as day in this scene. She's stupid. Nah, I'm just kidding. Earth's greatest assassin is many things, but she isn't stupid. She's slick, she's graceful, and she's highly trained in the art of deception. But despite this, we see her naivety shine through in her interactions with Lloyd. She's surprisingly gullible and readily believes every word that comes out of his mouth, which is strange. For a world-class assassin skilled in the manipulation of others, this doesn't add up. Sure, you could say she's just playing along not to rock the boat, but what if I told you that there's something darker going on, behind the scenes, deep in Yor's subconscious, and it's going to destroy her if she doesn't fix it? How well do you know yourself? And I don't mean if you know your own weight, shoe size, or what you ate for breakfast yesterday. I mean, have you ever said something hurtful to someone you care about in a fit of anger and immediately regretted it? Have you ever noticed that you behave differently with different groups of people? Have you ever heard of split personality disorder? Don't worry, you don't have it. Probably. There's a really niche branch of psychology that studies the individual and their sub-personalities. Yes, you heard that right. According to psychologists, you don't just have one big personality, but many small sub-personalities that can take control of your consciousness at any time, depending on the circumstances. Kinda like a bunch of kids wrestling over a TV remote. If you get hungry enough, your hangry personality takes over. If you're at work, then your professional personality is in the driver's seat. And when you're at home getting your ass beat by some 12-year-old in Smash, yep, you guessed it, your toxic gamer personality comes out to play. And that's completely normal. But did you know that for the vast majority of people, including you and me, there are sub-personalities within us whose entire jobs are to mislead and deceive our conscious minds? And that's what this is. When Yor chooses to believe the lies Lloyd tells her early on in the series, namely that he's just a psychiatrist and the madmen trying to kill them are his psychotic patients, she's not getting deceived by him, she's getting deceived by herself. One of her sub-personalities, to be exact. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that she's consciously choosing to believe his lies, the same way an adult would play along at a little girl's tea party. I'm saying that she actually thinks there's tea in her glass, that her sub-personality is actively deluding her and disarming her brain's ability to think rationally in order to accept Lloyd's lies as the truth. All the signs are there. Self-deception, a concept popularized in evolutionary psychology, describes the subconscious misrepresentation of reality to the conscious mind. At first, it might seem like an awful, horrible thing. I mean, why would anyone want to get deceived? Especially by their own selves. But in reality, self-deception is a useful mechanism that we humans developed through millennia of evolution to help us better deceive other humans. You know the saying, to better deceive your enemies, you must first deceive your friends. Well, that's what this is, turned up to 1,000. See, long before spies and assassins ever came to be, we humans have been at war with each other. Not physical war, though there was plenty of that too, but informational war. In a community, the person who successfully deceives the others is the one that stands to benefit the most from the group's gullibility. If you can deceive everyone into believing that you're the most honest person around, no one's gonna look your way when the roasted gazelle goes missing. But humans don't like being deceived. It sucks. So over time, we developed really powerful deception detection mechanisms to avoid getting screwed. You know how you can just tell someone's lying sometimes? Maybe they stutter a bit, can't hold eye contact, or start blinking more than usual. These behavioral cues that set off our internal alarm systems are really subtle. Yet we pick up on them so effortlessly. That's evolution working for you. So, what's a deceiver gonna do when people find out about his tricks? He develops new ones. And what do people do when they find out that they're getting screwed? They learn. If you've watched my Kaguya video, you'll know all about the evolutionary arms race and how it's one of the staples in nature. But essentially, the deceiver's lies will keep getting more intricate over time, while the group's detection systems get more and more sensitive. Eventually, the only way the deceiver will be able to convincingly deceive the group is by first deceiving himself into believing his own lie as the truth. Think about it. If you wholeheartedly believe something as true, then you won't have to worry about keeping your story straight, or your nervous body language giving you away, making it seem like you're telling the truth. This happens all the time in real life. For example, alcoholics believe they can stop drinking whenever they want, and this helps them better convince other people that they're not dependent on booze. Or on a larger scale, when Donald Trump so adamantly announced that the 2020 election was
rigged and it was stolen.
You said to me what?
There's no doubt that he fully believed his own wacky theory, which gave his supporters all the confidence they needed to believe in it too, resulting in thousands of them storming the Capitol and getting arrested for his own personal gain. But hang on a minute, let's dial it back for 1 second. How can you deceive yourself if you know you're trying to deceive yourself? If I told you that the picture you see before you is of a cute puppy, no matter how hard you try to convince yourself, at some level, it's just not gonna fly. And that's why self-deception is so scary. It all happens under the radar of your consciousness. It's almost as if one of your sub-personalities just ups and decides what's best for you and forces your conscious mind to buy into it. And that's exactly what happened to Yor. She wanted to find a romantic partner to protect her secret identity and appease her worrying brother so bad that her subconscious grabbed the wheel and deceived her into taking Lloyd at his word, even if his word made no rational sense. It's 5D chess, see? If Yor does this, then Lloyd will more likely believe that she trusts him and stay with her for longer, allowing her to keep her cover and placate her brother. And as we saw from episode 2, it worked. Woo! My brain is melting. But you're probably wondering, how the hell can I use this information in real life? Well, let me leave you with this. Now that you know that it's possible for you to be deceived by your subconscious, try challenging your beliefs every now and then. Fact check yourself and see if the things you believe to be true up to this point hold up and make sense. And if not, ask yourself what you gained from believing in this particular self-deception all this time. You might just learn a thing or two about yourself. Well, that's about all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.